Florence, a city rich in art and architecture thanks to the Renaissance era. There is much to do here in this beautiful town. But before we jump in, I want to welcome you to our channel. She's Britt, and I'm Chris, and if you like our video, please subscribe. Today, we'll take you over the top 16 things to do in Florence, Italy. Number 16, walking around. You never know what you're going to find when you simply just walk around. We ran into a procession for Filippo Brunelleschi that consisted of representatives of the Florentine Republic in traditional Renaissance dress. The city remembers the great architect on the anniversary of his death on April 16th. He was the mind behind the dome over the cathedral, so the ceremony starts off at Palagio de Parte Guelfa and ends at the basilica with the wreath-laying ceremony. We also ran into a street market outside our hotel close to the central market. They had all kinds of leather products for sale from purses to jackets. It's definitely something you have to check out. Again, the city is very walkable as there really aren't many cars and everything is within walking distance. Keep in mind, there are no subways or metros.
Number 15, a day trip to Cinque Terre. This isn't necessarily in Florence, which is why we rated it lower. Originally, we were gonna go to Pisa, but because of a train strike, we ended up booking an excursion to Cinque Terre and it did not disappoint. We took a tour in a comfortable van, which was about 2 hours one way, but the time flew by with our tour guides explaining everything that we drove by and all the little cities we drove through. The views did not disappoint once we arrived at the Five Lands, which is what Cinque Terre stands for. Because this area is made up of 5 villages, there is a lot to see. We explored the towns and also did some hikes in between the towns where we were able to refresh with some lemon slush made from the lemon trees grown in the mountainsides. When we weren't hiking between towns, we took a quick train ride. In the second to last town, we checked out a super cute winery and headed by ferry to the final village. The ferry ride had stunning views of the coastline and was honestly one of the coolest parts of the trip, as it ended in the picturesque town of Riomaggiore. We will also be doing a more in-depth video of Cinque Terre, so look on our channel for that if you want more details.
Number 14, day trip to Tuscany. Also not in Florence, we rated this one lower due to that reasoning. But, with that being said, you absolutely have to experience going to the Tuscany Countryside when in Florence. You're already in the region, so depending on the tour you take, it shouldn't be that far of a ride. We ventured out about 30 minutes to 2 wineries on our tour, and they did not disappoint. The wine was spectacular, as were the views. The first winery was Casa Emma Winery. The second was Fattoria Montecchio Winery, and it had underground cellar. Both were great, and we highly recommend checking them out.
Number 13, a day trip to Venice. This is our final activity that's not located within Florence. Venice is about 4 hours round trip by train, which is worth it if you're staying in Florence for about 4 or 5 days. We say this because you want to save some time for activities within Florence since there's so much to do. If you want more information about Venice, then be sure to check out our top things to do in Venice video.
Number 12, eating. Out of all the cities we went to in Italy, Florence hands down had the best food. Our favorite place was La Buchetta Food and Wine Restaurant where we ate the first night. We started off with sharing a first course of special peachy pasta, and it's made up of homemade thick spaghetti, pienza pecorino, black pepper, and truffles. I had never had truffles before, and it was amazing. After that, we got the traditional Florentine beef stew cooked with red tomato base, rosemary and sage potatoes, as well as the angel and demons gnocchi. Now, if you're looking for a great lunch option, the best place is Allantico Vinaio. Be aware, this place is so popular that it has 3 locations on one street, and the lines can be long. But have no fear, the lines do tend to move fast. Plus, you'll be happy that you waited, because when you finally bite into that sandwich, you will not be disappointed. Not only is the sandwich delicious, but it is also a convenient 2-minute walk from Palazzo Vecchio, where you can sit and enjoy your sandwich. Now, some other great places to try out, especially for dinner, is Acqua al 2, which had a great chicken curry, and La Loggia del Piazza Michelangelo, which had a spectacular view. And if you're looking for a late night rooftop bar, check out Divina Terrazza Rooftop Bar, located inside a hotel. It is absolutely fantastic.
Number 11, Giardino Bardini. This is a great garden to go to, especially in April and May, since the wisterias are in full bloom. It's also a great spot if you plan on getting engaged. This is actually where Chris proposed to me, and the views did not disappoint. You have a spectacular view of Florence from many different angles, and this didn't crack the top 10 due to the wisterias only being bloomed in spring, but even if you're visiting in another season, the garden still offers amazing views of Florence, and you must go see it.
Number 10, Gelato. Gelato cracks the top 10 because you cannot visit Florence without having their world-famous gelato. After all, gelato was invented in Florence. Be sure to check online to see if you happen to be there during a gelato festival, as they host a couple a year. It's also a great treat to have when walking around Florence.
Number 9, Piazza del Signoria, or Palazzo Vecchio. This piazza has a great atmosphere since it's full of life and is the main point of the Florentine Republic. The piazza has various statues, such as a copy of Michelangelo's David, and is surrounded by beautiful architecture. This is also where we ate our sandwich from Allantico Vinaio, since it is a short walk away. This is a must-do as it has vast historical significance and is a great place to stop and relax.
Number 8, Piazza del Duomo. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is jaw-dropping due to its spatial design. The piazza is home to the cathedral, the bell tower, and the baptistry. This area is considered the heart of Florence, and it definitely felt that way, as it was very lively. Not only that, but the dome, the symbol of Florence, is located here.
Number 7, the Baptistery and Giotto's Bell Tower. Located in Piazza del Duomo, which was just discussed. These iconic structures are architectural marvels. The bell tower was built from 1334 to 1359. Meanwhile, the baptistry is one of Florence's oldest places of worship and was thought to be a pagan temple during the medieval times. Be sure to check these places out.
Number 6, Basilica de Santa Croce. To enter the Santa Croce, you'll have to pay about €9 for each adult, but it is worth it. It has played an important role in religious and civic life in Florence since its completion in 1385. It's also home to various arts and a peaceful garden. Just be sure to be respectful, as there are people buried inside the church floor.
Number 5, Piazzale Michelangelo. If you want a great view of Florence, then this is the place to go. It was created in 1869 when Florence's walls were reconstructed. We walked to the restaurant that sits on Piazzale Michelangelo. The restaurant is called La Loggia, and is definitely worth checking out since the food was delicious. Not only that, but there is also a great view from the restaurant, and I definitely recommend this for a sunset dinner.
Number 4, Uffizi Gallery. This two-story gallery, constructed between 1560 to 1580, is home to vast amounts of art from the Middle Ages to the modern period. Be sure to check online for prices to enter, as we paid about 20 euros each, and also plan to spend about a half day there. There's honestly so much to see, and it offers a great view of the Ponte Vecchio. They have paintings and sculptures from many famous artists, from Michelangelo to Raphael to Leonardo. The works of art also consist of ancient busts and statues from the Medici family. There's a Netflix series about this famous family if you're interested in learning more.
Number 3, Ponte Vecchio. Ponte Vecchio means old bridge and is definitely an old bridge, as it was the only bridge to cross the Arno River in Florence until 1218. The current bridge had to be rebuilt in 1345 after a flood, and was the only bridge that crossed the Arno that was not destroyed by the Nazis during World War II. The first bridge dates back to 966, and a decree was made in 1593 that only goldsmiths and jewelers could have shops on the bridge. This is why you might only see jewelry shops while walking across. This is a must-see in Florence, so be sure to check it out at night as well, since the shops look like suitcases once they're all closed.
Number 2, Galleria dell'Accademia. This is the place to see Michelangelo's David, and a tip we have is to buy tickets online in advance to skip the long lines. The David was created between 1501 to 1504, and it stands at 14 feet tall. This marble statue depicts the biblical hero David and is absolutely a marvel. This ranks high on our list due to the sheer magnitude of how popular this statue is. Of course, there are other great statues to see here as well, so be sure to add this to your list of things to do in Florence.
Number 1, the Duomo, or Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore. This comes in at number 1 because the Duomo is considered the symbol of Florence. The cathedral was completed in 1436 and is 376 feet tall, which is why you can practically see it from anywhere in the city, and the architecture is absolutely magnificent. Not only can you see it from anywhere in the city, but if you climb the 463 steps, then you can see the entire city below you. It's definitely a workout climbing up the stairs, and at times can feel a bit claustrophobic. At parts in the stairwell, it's only one way, so you might have to wait on others to come up or down. But once you get through all of that, the view makes it so worth it. You have access to a 360-degree view of Florence, and it is so surreal. From views of historical buildings to the rolling hills, be sure to snap some photos while up there and just soak it all in. That concludes our countdown. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching.